We are doing great, sir. What about you? Yes, we were waiting for you.
Hello, sir.
Great day. Was it a busy day?
A normal day.
Hello, sir.
A normal day.
Army.
A normal day?
Yes.
Okay.
Working all
Yeah,
day.
nothing special.
Okay. Nothing special. Just the routine, right? Is it
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Work and going home.
As
So
usual.
sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's boring. Um, business
Yeah.
as usual is
Sir,
sometimes
please.
good. Yes.
Sir, please, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
What did you want to say?
Thank you, sir.
Ah,
No, I wanna know if you can
to
hear me
test
or
the
no.
sound. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
Thanks.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Bourahla?
Sure.
I talked to you last time about I'm a student, a university student. You remember me?
Okay.
I want to prepare for IELTS.
The
I don't know if
IELTS.
you give, yeah, if
Yes, I
you
do.
give in the
Yes, I
future
do.
lessons here in your platform.
Yeah, I do. Probably if you want, you could message me on Facebook or send an email and we can make something happen. No problem.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome. No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now I have to ask again about the weather, where you live and how it was, because today in Wergla it was like summer. So I wonder, me and my wife, we were wondering today, is it the same all over Algeria? Is it really getting
No.
this hot? So I don't know how it is
Especially
where
the
you live.
south. Yeah.
Is it the same where you are?
Here in
Yes.
Bushman,
Yeah.
the rain is coming tomorrow,
Okay.
and the sea start moving. It's
Is
too much
agitated?
wind, agitated. Yeah, agitated. And the wind is start growing up.
Okay, I see.
Too
And
wind and cold come from the sea.
what about the temperature?
It's getting colder.
Colder, getting colder now. Okay, that's nice. Okay, yes, you are close to, that makes sense. For us today, it was very hot, especially the sun was like burning. Yeah. So today we have story time. So I'm going to share my screen with you, show you the story that I have for you today. Story called One Dark October Evening. Right? So what we are going to do is read the story now. I'll ask you to do something for me, which is to write down these expressions here. After that, the next day, take a pen and a paper. Please write them down. Right? After that, next day, one evening in October, suddenly, 2 minutes later, and when. Okay? Take a pen and a paper and write down these. You do that?
We are doing it.
Okay? So please do that.
Sir,
And
please, could you repeat again?
yeah, you just write down these words here. Can you see them?
Okay,
After
okay.
that, suddenly, the next day, one evening in October, 2 minutes later, and when. Just write them down. Write them down for me. When you finish doing that, when you write down these words or these phrases, I want you, here is the first part of the story. And here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gaps. I want you to put these expressions and phrases here in their place, in the gap. Okay? These are time sequencers. That is, they tell you about, for example, the first one is, it's done for you. It's 2 minutes later. Okay? So all I want you to do, to take some time to take those expressions and phrases, then read the story right here. I'm going to scroll it down for you to follow. Read it, and at the same time, put those expressions in the correct place. Okay? Is it clear, or do you want me to repeat for you the instruction?
Please repeat
Repeat, okay.
the instruction.
So you have, after that, the next day, one evening in October, suddenly 2 minutes later, and when. These expressions, please write them down. Okay, take a piece of paper, write down these. Then, what I want you to do next is start reading this story about Hannah and Jamie. At the same time, you have 6 gaps. Okay, you have gap 1, 2, 3. Can you see the gaps? 4, 5, and 6, right? All I want you to do is read, and at the same time, put those expressions in the correct place. Okay?
Sir, but one by one, or the whole word?
Expression by expression. Of course, you put, like the first one, 2 minutes later, it's put here. 2 minutes later, it's put here. You can see it here.
Okay.
It's already done for you, number 1. Now go to number 2, then number 3. Okay?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Now, all I want you to do is to try to read. I'm going to scroll down for you the text, okay, so that you can read and put the expressions where they are supposed. Then when you finish, I'm going to tell you what you will do next. So go ahead, start reading and put the words in the correct place. Let's go. So when you want me to scroll down like this, you just tell me and I'll scroll down for you to read the next.
Yes, a bit.
I'll wait for you, okay? So for those who are joining us now, all I want you to do is to look at the phrases that you have here. After that, the next day, one evening in October, suddenly 2 minutes later, when, and put them in the gaps. Gaps number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we'll see the other.
Please, can you scroll
Scroll
the text,
down.
please?
Okay, let's go. I'll scroll down slowly, yeah? Slowly. Right?
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll scroll down slowly for you.
Okay, I think I have finished.
Okay? So if you have finished, please raise your hands. Please raise your hands if you have finished. Okay, so that I can that I move next. I have two people who have finished. As soon as you finish, please raise your hand. That's all you have to do. Just raise your hand. Here is the whole story, yeah? Now you can see it all. As you finish, please raise your hand. Have now 7 people have finished. Others will wait a bit for you to finish. Then
I
we'll
have
go.
finished, sir.
Okay, just raise your hand when you finish. I can see you. I can see you all. Huh? I have the list. So now we have 8 people who have finished.
Mm.
9 people who have finished. Okay. Now, for the others, what I want you to do, I want you to, all of you, in fact, but for the others now, what I want you to do is just to listen to the story and check your answers so far. If you have not finished, now you can finish along with listening to the story. So let's do that. Let's listen to the story. First thing I want you to do is just to tell me that you can hear the audio that I'm going to put. So you just tell me that if you can hear my audio, okay? Otherwise, I'll just share my audio. But you tell me if you can hear.
1.45.
Okay.
Hannah met Jamie
Yes,
in the
we hear
summer
you.
of 2010.
Can you hear my audio?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
we hear you.
Yes,
Your
sir.
voice.
Yes.
Not me, the audio, not me.
No.
Not yet.
No, no,
Not yet.
just
Okay.
you.
No. I want you to tell me if you can hear the audio. Listen, wait.
1.45.
Hannah
Ah,
met
yes,
Jamie in the
we
summer of
heard
2010.
that.
It was Hannah's
No,
21st
it's
birthday.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's try again. You tell me. Let's try again. You tell me if you can hear it, huh?
Sir, the sound is not clear.
1.45.
Could you raise the voice,
Hannah
please?
met Jamie in the summer of 2010. It was Hannah's 21st birthday, and she and her
Could you hear that? Could you hear a
No.
sound? No?
No.
No. Okay.
not yet.
No sound.
No.
You didn't hear a sound. No.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
we did.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. I'll check. Okay. Now, listen again. Listen again. You tell me if you can hear a sound, okay?
Okay.
One 1.45.
Hannah met Jamie in the summer of 2010.
And now?
Very good, very
Yeah.
good, yes.
Now it's clear.
Very well.
It's
Okay,
clear.
please-
It's clear now. Yeah.
Please now. Wait. Please now.
Just smooth the text.
Now, please, just a minute. Now, please mute your mics. That there is no echo. Just mute your mics. There is no. And I'll scroll down the text. All you have to do now is to listen and check if your answers are correct. Then we'll read them together. Let's go.
$1.45.
Hannah met Jamie in the summer of 2010. It was Hannah's 21st birthday, and she and her friends went to a club. They wanted to dance, but they didn't like the music, so Hannah went to speak to the DJ.
This music is awful,
She said.
could you play something else?
The DJ looked at her and said,
Don't worry, I have a perfect song for you.
2 minutes later, he said.
See, the first one is 2 minutes later. Now, let's go to number 2.
The next song is by Scouting for Girls. It's called Blue as Your Eyes, and it's for a beautiful girl who's dancing over there.
Hannah knew that the song was for her. When Hannah and her friends left the club,
So, number 2 is when.
One.
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 Now, I'm not going to pause now. Just check your answer.
the DJ was waiting for her at the door.
As Your Eyes, and it's for a beautiful girl who's dancing over there.
Hannah knew that the song was for her. When Hannah and her friends left the club, the DJ was waiting for her at the door.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
He said to Hannah.
Can I see you again?
So Hannah gave him her phone number. The next day, Jamie called Hannah and invited her to dinner. He took her to a very romantic restaurant and they talked all evening. Although the food wasn't very good, they had a wonderful time. After that, Jamie and Hannah saw each other every day. Every evening when Hannah finished work, they met at 5:30 in a coffee shop on Bridge Street. They were madly in love. One evening in October, Hannah was at work. As usual, she was going to meet Jamie at 5:30. It was dark and it was raining. She looked at her watch. It was 5:20. She was going to be late. She ran to her car and got in. At 5:25, she was driving along Bridge Street. She was going very fast because she was in a hurry. Suddenly, a man ran across the street. He was wearing a dark coat, so Hannah didn't see him at first. Quickly, she put her foot on the brake.
She put her foot on the brake. Okay. All right. So we have now, were they correct for you? The expression?
Yes.
All correct.
Yes?
Yes.
They were correct?
No,
I
one
All
of
of
them.
them.
I got 6
Six correct.
correct.
That's
All
good. So these
all
are what
brilliant.
we call time sequencers, like the next day, one evening, suddenly, at the end, for example, when all of these are used in order to talk about how events are arranged. You use them generally when you are telling a story. Now, I have some questions for you. Now, you have read, and first you have read, and then you have listened to the story, and so now you know the details. Now, look at these questions that I have for you before we go to the last part. Why did Hannah go and speak to Jamie? Why did Jamie play Blue as Your Eyes? What happened when Hannah left the club? What was the restaurant like? Where did they go every evening after that? What was the weather like that evening? And why was Hannah driving fast? And last, why didn't she see the man? All I want you to do is to take 2 minutes, okay? Individually first, look at these here questions take a pen and a paper and try to quickly answer them by looking again at the text very quickly. I'll give you 2-3 minutes. That's all. Okay? Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
One.
All right, did you get something? Can we do it? Let's do it together. Let's do it together. We have the text, we have the questions, we can do it together. Why did Hannah go and speak to Jamie? You can, don't raise your hands, just go ahead. Yes, Fathallah, since you raised your hand first.
She didn't like the music.
Didn't like the music, she didn't like the song.
She
Very
wanted
good.
to change the song.
Yes, yes, that's it. Wonderful.
Yeah,
The
because
music was awful.
awful.
Why did Jamie play Blue as Your Eyes? Why that song? Why?
To attract
Because it's
Hannah,
for
maybe?
her.
Now we have to raise hands.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Yeah. Now we have to raise hands. Let's go. Selima, yes.
I think that the teacher was admiring by
Yes.
Hannah.
But look at the title of the song. Blue as Your Eyes. So, whose eyes are blue?
Hannah.
Yes.
He's talking to her.
Hannah's eyes. Because look at what he says. He says, the next song is by Scouting for Girls. It's called Blue as Your Eyes, and it's for a beautiful girl who's dancing over there.
Okay.
She has blue eyes. Yes. What happened when Hannah left the club? Yes, raise hands. Let's go.
I am.
Yes, Zindin.
Because when left the club, the DJ was waiting for her at the door.
Very good. And what did he do?
He said,
He-
Hannah, can I see you again?
Yes.
So Hannah gave him the phone, her phone number.
Very good.
He gave her number.
Yes, that's it. What was the restaurant like? Yes, let's raise hands.
It's a
Wahiba.
romantic one. Sorry.
Wait. Raise hands because you are perhaps speaking at the same time. Wahiba, do you want to go? Your hand is raised, yes?
My hand is raised. What
Is
was
it?
the restaurant like?
Yes. Do you want to answer
We have
that? If
to-
not, it's okay.
We have two Wahiba here.
It's
All
okay.
right.
Yes. Who wants to?
Okay.
Karim.
The
yes.
restaurant.
Karim.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, about the restaurant was romantic.
Romantic. And
Yeah, romantic.
and the food
The food wasn't very good.
Wasn't very good.
Yeah,
wasn't very good, but it was romantic. It was romantic. It was okay.
romantic. Although the food wasn't
Wasn't very
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good. So where did they go every night after that? Let's raise hands. Yes, Salima. Salima, yes.
They went in a coffee shop on the bridge street.
Yes. So now, then we have one evening in October, which is, remember, the title of our One Dark October Evening, which is the title of our story. So, what happened? What was the weather like that evening? Yes, Fathallah.
It was raining.
It was raining and it was quite dark. Yes, very good. Why was Hannah driving fast? Yes, Salima. Do you want to go or Ness? Yes, Ness. Nesma.
So she was late.
Because she was late.
Yes.
Late.
She was late.
Yeah.
She was going to be late. Okay. And
Yes.
is it the last one? Why didn't she see the man? Anybody? Yes. it's
Because
okay.
he was
Because she crossed the
Because
street very hurry, in a
Yes.
hurry.
She was in a hurry.
because he was in a hurry.
He was wearing a dark
He was wearing a
coat.
dark coat.
And remember, it was dark outside.
yeah, it
So-
was
So
dark.
Hannah did not see him at first.
Look at the picture. She didn't see the man. And then she put her foot on the brake.
The break. Yeah.
Okay? This was the last sound. Now, there are two endings to this story. There are two endings to this story. There is a happy ending and there is a sad ending. We want to vote today on which ending to listen to this week. And perhaps next week we'll listen to the second ending. So, those who want to listen to the happy ending, raise your hands. Let's start with the happy ending. Raise your hands. How many do we have?
Complete the
Five.
sentence in your own words.
Five.
Then
Five.
Pan.
We have 5 people who want to listen to the happy. 6
we will
people.
learn more
6
about
people. Okay? Now, those who want
Oh.
to, 7 people. Those who want to listen to the, now, let's
Yeah.
repeat again. Now, those who want to,
all the
Zinedine, you are speaking in the mic, please.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Those who want to listen to the sad ending, raise your hands. 1, 2, sad ending, 1, 2. That's it? Okay. So that means that people want to listen to the happy ending. Okay? All right. Let's listen to the happy
We
ending.
love
then.
the happy ending.
Ending. Okay. Next week, inshallah, if we have the session same time, we will listen to the sad ending. So today, let's listen to the happy ending. Let's do that. Now, while you are listening, just look at the pictures here of what happened before. Okay, look at that. This is what happened before. Remember, in pictures, when they met, then when she gave him the number, then when they met in the restaurant, then when she was late and she was going, and then last when she didn't see the man and hit the brakes. Okay, let's listen. Happy.
Point 50.
Happy ending. Suddenly, a man ran across the street. He was wearing a dark coat, so Hannah didn't see him at first. Quickly, she put her foot on the brake. She stopped just in time. She got out of her car and shouted at the man.
Don't you usually look before you cross the street? I almost hit you. I didn't see you until the last minute.
Sorry. Hey, Hannah, it's me. It's Jamie.
Jamie, what are you doing here? I almost killed you.
I was buying something. I was in a hurry and I crossed the street without looking.
Come on, get in.
Hannah and Jamie drove to the coffee shop. They sat down in their usual seats and ordered 2 cups of coffee.
Here you are. 2 cappuccinos.
Thanks. What an evening. I almost killed you.
Well, you didn't kill me. So what's the problem?
But what were you doing on Bridge Street? I thought you were here, in the cafe, waiting for me.
I went to the theater to buy these tickets for the Scouting for Girls concert. I know you wanted to go, and it's on October 15th, next Saturday, our anniversary.
Our anniversary?
Yes, 3 months since we first met. We met on Saturday, July 15th. Remember?
Gosh, Jamie, I can't believe you remember the exact day. What a romantic. It's lucky I didn't hit you on the street.
All right, so it's lucky she didn't hit him on the street. Very good. So that's the happy ending. Of course, we'll perhaps take a look at the sad ending next week. So, who was the man? Who was the man?
Was Jamie.
Jamie.
Yes. So it was Jamie. And I have a question for you. Why did he cross without looking? Do you remember that?
He was in a hurry.
He was in a hurry too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He was in a hurry too. Where did they
Buy
go?
ticket.
Where did they go after that? After meeting there, where did they go after that?
Coffee shop.
To the
coffee
coffee
shop.
shop where they usually meet that night. So the question is, why was Jamie on Bridge Street? What did he want to do there? What was he doing there? Do you remember that?
He
On
wanted
the-
to buy
He wants
tickets.
to buy tickets.
Very good. So he wanted to buy tickets for what? Do you remember that? Buy
Concert.
tickets for
Anniversary.
what?
Invite.
Was it for the concert? Remember?
Yeah.
Concert
Yeah.
for the Scouting for Girls. Remember, that's the band that plays the song that he played for her. First time that they met at the club. So he wanted to buy tickets. Why did he want to buy tickets for that concert? Why? Why that particular concert?
Because I think the anniversary of
Yes.
3 months when they met.
3 months since
Yeah.
they
Since-
met. Yes.
Since July.
Yes, exactly. So that was what was special about that day. That day. So at the end, she said, "Lucky I didn't kill you." So next week, perhaps if you have a session next week, inshallah, I will tell you about the sad ending, which is very, very sad. Okay, so it's good that you have chosen perhaps the happy ending. At least we leave this with the happy note. That's my story for today. Thank you very much.
Sarah,
It was a reading. Yeah, I'm going to give you the floor. It was a reading. It was for some vocabulary, but at the end you can see that it was also for listening, so that you listen to a story and at the same time try to answer questions that I've asked you orally. But more importantly, of course, here you have also practiced your speaking since you have answered questions about events that you have read and then listened to. Yes, what's your question? Go ahead.
Sir, when would you start the private courses, the private lessons?
The Speak English Now is next week.
I'm talking about the private one, the private lessons, private.
You mean face to face individual?
Yeah, yeah.
Anytime, just send me a message or an email, and we can arrange that. No problem.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
and then I'll send to you where to subscribe and take. I can do that very quickly now.
Please, teacher, I have my question.
Sure. So let me quickly show you that here. So you go here.
I have my question, teacher.
Sure. Let me just show you something there. Finish. Just to take.
Can I tell you, Mr. Bourahla?
I'll take your question. No problem. Just a minute.
Thank you.
Let me just show you this screen. That.
One-to-one.
Can you see it now? That's it.
Yes.
It's this one. So you go here to one-to-one, and then online or in person. If you are here in Wergla, if you are not, you can just go to online here. And then, of course, here, what I've put for you is book an appointment. You click here. And then what you simply do is go into the calendar and use your Google Calendar. For example, let's say, for example, you want to book an appointment with me over like this, over Google Meet. Talk about what you want to do, your schedule, etc. Let's say you want to schedule one with me at 3 p.m. Not start the lessons, but just to talk. Okay, to talk about what you want to do. Okay, you click there, and you put your first name, last name, email, and phone number, and you hit book. It will come into my calendar. I accept the invitation, meet at that time. It's as simple as that. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. What's your question? Yes, please.
Sorry, quick question. Just I want to tell you something. That can I tell you something, Mr. Bourahla?
Wait, just a minute, Salima. Zinedine, just a minute. Zinedine, what's your question?
I have a problem, my teacher. I know a lot of words in English, but I want to speak. I forget a lot of words.
That's a very good question. You're talking about a very important question for a lot of people. I know the vocabulary, I know the grammar, I know the expressions, but when it comes to speaking, I have a problem articulating or expressing myself. That's that's normal in general, of course, when you are learning a new language or when you are trying to achieve fluency. There are many things involved there, but I'll tell you that there are different solutions to that. The first one is to do what we are doing today, which is to practice by in any way possible. The second one is to listen a lot. Just listen to podcasts, etc. But I will definitely have a live session in which I can answer those questions, that particular question specifically. No problem. Okay?
Mr. Bourahla,
Okay. Karim. Karim and then Salima. Karim and then Salima. Yes.
just sorry, come back to what you are saying before about this calendar. I was not following you because I was performing ablution. Would you please repeat this?
All you have to do is to go to the site, then click here 1-to-1, then click online, okay? Click online in person if you are here in Wourgla. If you aren't, click online. When you click online, then you will have this page, okay? All you have to do is you can read, of course, what personalized lessons are about. Then click on book an appointment. Then you will have the calendar. When you will have the calendar, let's say you want to book an appointment with me to talk, not to start the lessons, but just to talk, to see what you want to do, etc. Then you hit here. Then you enter your first name, last name, email, and phone number. And then you hit book, and it will come into my Google Calendar. I accept, you accept, and we have a meeting, and we discuss what you want to do, and we agree on the time, the days, and of course your payment, and then we start, inshallah. Okay?
Inshallah. Thank you very much for this clarification,
Salima is
Mr.
next. Salima, yes. What did you want to ask, Salima?
Not a question, just I want to tell you something. That's all.
Sure.
Yes, today, today I took a taxi, and I just remember your last session yesterday for twisted sensitive.
Okay.
I repeated the baker bought butter, but the butter was a better. Thank you.
You did that?
And yes.
That's good.
And I remember also the silly Sally sold the t-shirts by
She sells seashells in the seashore.
yes. And also the blueberries, blackberries, and bananas by the bench.
You can see already that your pronunciation is getting better. I can hear that. I mean, in your pronunciation of the long and short vowels already, you are much, much better. So you can see, do it every day, anytime, anywhere. Do it for fun. Have fun when you are doing it. And if you do it like that every day, I promise you that in 3 months, you will not believe how you will improve. Yes. So, good, Salima.
Thank you.
Good. Anybody else?
Have a good night.
Wahiba? No, White Heart. White Heart. Yeah, White Heart.
Okay, so I will.
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you today?
Fine.
Thank you.
What about you?
Oh, good, great. Doing great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sir, I have a problem. How can I avoid speaking English, speaking Arabic, and thinking Arabic and speaking English?
That's a very good question. A very good question because it comes back to what Zinedine earlier was asking. When you have vocabulary, when you have grammar, perhaps you are talking here about interference. That is, you have a first language in your mind and you want to use a second language. That's, again, very normal. The best way, listen carefully, the best way, I have experimented with this. The best way, do you talk to yourself often? Do you talk to yourself like in your mind? Do you talk to yourself?
Yes.
Yes. We all do. Okay? هذاك دار لي وهذاك ماشي كذا وهذاك راح ما جابليش الاخر هذاك. We all do that in our mind, right? Do that in English.
English.
Talk to yourself in English. Say, for example, you are thinking, but there is, for example, our live with MrBourahla is at 7, and you should say in your mind, like, what time live with? Talk to yourself like that, okay? And do it over very silly things and very normal things, because that's what we do when we think and talk to ourselves. We don't know what we are talking about. We talk about this and that and this. Try to do that in English. I promise you that right now, sometimes I have dreams in English now. So that's one way. It's not the only way, but from my own experiments, this is the best way. Okay, I talk to myself a lot in English. My mind, like in my heart,
my teacher,
I talk to myself in English.
my teacher. Do you know any podcast? You see, you help me
Sure.
in this case.
For the podcasts, what I'll try to do, because I have many and I listen to podcasts a lot, and by the way, White Heart, one way of quitting thinking in another language to think in English is, in fact, to listen a lot. And podcasts, as you were saying, is a very good way of doing that. So I'll try to post on my page a list of podcasts. For example, I follow a podcast called, let me write it. So it's here on, there is the Joe Rogan Experience. You can find this on Spotify. It's the #1 podcast in the world. The Joe Rogan Experience. That's start with that. Experience, yes. The Joe Rogan Experience. So it's #1 in the world. So yeah. Yes. Any other question, Wahiba? Let's finish with Wahiba, please. Yes, because it's 8. I have to go. Yes.
Hello everyone. Hello, MrBourahla. Happy to see you every day this week. Okay, my question for you is how do you manage to keep like having live sessions, teaching at the university, going for YouTube courses? How do you do that?
That's a very good question. I keep, let me show you this is my Google Calendar. Can you see it? All of these are events and tasks that I have to do. I use Google Calendar all the time. So on Friday, on Friday, what I do is I schedule my whole week. Okay? I schedule my whole week, what I'm going to have for the whole week. I never go into a week not knowing, of course, inshallah, what I'm supposed to have. Of course, you will have things that are that would come up, or that are incidents, for example. But I at least schedule what I'm going to have for the whole week, the fixed things. For example, I put that I have live with MrBourahla at 7. I don't schedule anything during that time. Or if I have a session at the university, same thing. So I prepare my week like at the beginning of the week. Like that, I go into the week knowing what I'm going to do. And then I have, these are events. Then I have little tasks that I do every day in order to prepare for things that I have for the upcoming week. So sometimes I have a whole month scheduled. And when I go into the month, I just go knowing already what I'm going to do every day. So that's time management is something very personal. Different people manage their time in different ways. So this is my own way. I use the calendar to do that. So planning, I guess, to make a long story short, Wahiba, for me, it's about. What do you think of this?
This is great, actually, but I am talking about more the variety in your work. I mean, for example, in the platform you're talking, you have like for teachers, and the variety of teachers, middle, secondary, primary, non-primary, university teachers. You have even courses for doctors, for university students. So how do you manage? How do you manage mastering all this?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Again, for me, what glues everything together, if that was your question, is something very simple. Number one is English. Number two is teaching. All of these different things that I'm interested in, what glues all of them together is that I am someone who loves English and someone who loves teaching. So I am definitely interested if there is something related to teaching children, high school or primary school or at the university. I am definitely interested if it is about teaching in English. So AI, for example, I've been interested in that, but I'm not interested in AI itself because I know nothing about AI itself as a technology, but I know about and I'm interested in how to use AI in teaching and how to use AI in. So again, to make a long story short, for me, it's about English and teaching. If it is about that, then I read every day something about all of my these different things that I'm interested in, if they are related to teaching. And does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. I have a big belly. I want something more.
Yeah,
wonder
sure,
if you
sure.
can.
Well, I can speak for hours about this, but I don't want to bore you.
No.
My lectures about this. But we can definitely have another discussion another time about this. No problem.
I wonder if you can be my guest in my group of Telegram, in which we have like novice teachers, those who are contractors without training, without.
Sure. Please send to me invitation.
The link?
We can do that. No problem.
Oh.
If it is in English, if there are teachers,
yes,
I'm interested.
English teachers of high school, those who are contractors, they came to teaching without training.
Yeah. Is the biggest problem in the world for me. Like, because all of these have been experiences that I've been through. So another way to answer your question, I don't go into something if I haven't experienced at least some part of it. I haven't been.
Yes, this is what I wanted to say.
I haven't been
this is what
teacher,
I want.
I haven't been a teacher in secondary school or in primary school, but I have definitely been a teacher who has been put into the classroom without being trained. This is a shared experience between me and this teacher. Whether he's teaching,
maybe this is the topic you're going to. Sorry, maybe this is the topic you're going to to
No problem.
open with
No
them.
problem. Just
Thank you so
send me an
much.
email
Kind of
or
you.
a message, and we can make that happen. Sorry, I have to go. It's 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
Is this offer?
Thanks for your time, teacher.
Thank you. What did you want to say, Mina? Let's finish with you.
I'm talking to Wahiba. If I'm novice teacher too, if I can join the meet.
Yes, you can join, of course. It's for free and it's every Saturday.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, you
choose
can put the
topics,
link
we
here.
write-
Here, hey.
Yeah,
You
put the
can put
link
the
here
link
and
here.
I will join
You can
you.
put it here, no
Please.
problem. In the
Okay,
chat.
I will put the link of the
Yeah,
channel here.
put it there.
Thank you so much,
For
Wahiba.
Thank
everybody.
you so much, sir.
Welcome, anytime. And send me a private message. This happened. Hey, this was wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I'll tomorrow, of course, we have the English language test. So I will schedule other sessions for MrBourahla live. I'll let you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a nice evening.
Thank you,
Thank you for the link. I'll copy. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night, teacher.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.